The Numbers Up squad is here, and we are going to be breaking them down and telling you which ones are worth it and which ones are not. So we have got the list of upgrades next to me so we know roughly what they're going to get, and there is some relatively decent ones and there's some not. So it's going to be an interesting one to see who's sort of in the top tier. I personally was very, very lucky that I got Felix untradeable. Yes, I would have absolutely died for him to go tradable, but he looks like a fantastic card, so it only seems right that we start with the man. So he is going to get a pace increase. It is Copper, Predator, and I believe X. If you know the company, let me know down below. I think it is just called X, but it is basically the type of boot they wear, so that is why they get the upgrades. It's interesting to see a keeper in this. ter Stegen has managed to make the list for handling, so it is going to be an interesting list. For me, Felix comes in at the top spot. He just is a very, very good card. After using him for quite a few matches now, and that is always the benefit of packing them, is you can almost go over the couple of matches because you're not losing so many coins, and obviously you get to really give a feel for him outside of the review as well. A very, very good card. Unfortunately for me, he is very difficult to link into my team, just purely for the fact that I've got Ligue 1, Prem, I think I've got a bit of Serie A in Theo Hernandez, so to add La Liga into that, if Messi was still at Barca, absolutely spot on, but unfortunately he's not, so it is a very tricky one. But at the minute, he is a super sub, and who knows, if I do pack somebody else, maybe a CR7, then obviously he would potentially make the starting lineup. If then we go over to Rice, I am so disappointed with how they've upgraded him. And yes, passing is an extremely brilliant one to get for him. But the one thing that I looked at in games with him, and the reviews will be at the end screen as well. There will be 2 reviews popped up there, just random of who they are. Rice is one that I'm really, really disappointed in. His body type is always going to be naturally very difficult to make better. But what they've done is they've given him the pace increase, the passing increase, and unfortunately he's already got A, 99 short pass, and B, 97 long pass. So really all you're going to get of an upgrade for a 99 passing is curve, vision, free kick accuracy, and crossing. So crossing we don't need. Free kick accuracy is nice, don't get me wrong, that is actually quite a nice one, but not really an end of April, and he's already got the 2 main things. So for me, in terms of this card, unfortunately, he's going to have to sit in the B category. I think if he had a relatively well-balanced card and passing was kind of one of the ones he needs an upgrade, I may be looking at an A, purely for the upgrade ability, if that is even a word. But unfortunately, he's just not the one at this moment in time. Next up, we have Berghois. So again, he's going to be a pace lad, and to be honest, a nice card, very, very quick. Probably the quickest objective we've seen. If you can get them all done in 5 matches, literally it's so quick. I think we managed to get it done in about 20 to 30 minutes because obviously rage quits and you only need a goal and a assist. So for me, that is absolutely brilliant. You get an assist and a goal in 1 and they leave. Jobs are good, and you've only got 4 matches to go. He is only a 2-star weak foot, which is a little bit of a downgrade, but I'm got to think if you're going to get +2 on everything by the end of April, plus then the 99 pace, he won't be an awful card. He probably will sit somewhere here with Rice, I think. For me, I think if he managed to get like a shooting boost instead, that actually would then be a very, very nice card, because he'd end up with 94 pace, 99 shooting, as well as everything else. So it is a shame on the boost there. Eder Militao is definitely got to go into that S category. Yes, he's going to get 99 dribbling by the end of April, which is going to be fantastic. I think he will be one of them cards that could probably sustain the value of getting upgraded and still being good in April. It all depends on what sort of cards we have from now until then. But I think Eder Militao definitely is one that could sustain his whole way through, because centre-backs, there is only a handful that you'd go for, and again, they're not all going to get a promo card. You're looking at Virgil, Varane, you're looking at obviously Marquinhos, Kimpembe. Then if you go into kind of La Liga, you're looking at a Militao or maybe a Kounde. If he manages to get like an 87, 88, he's going to be in the same sort of league, I believe. And then obviously there is a few more. You look at icons, the Maldinis, the Rios, the Desais, but Militao is definitely one that does sit up there, and I think this card is absolutely fantastic. So we have got the man in goal next. The one problem for me is I really wish this was a speed boost. If this was to go to 99 speed, I'd be very, very interested. I do not think we've had a keeper with 99 speed at all. So he is going to get 99 handling, which again is not a bad card. I just think that the handling stat is not really going to do loads for him. Obviously, he's still going to be quite a nice card when he's upgraded. He's 91 rated now, so potentially a 93 by the end of it. Again, I think the problem they've got is if they're doing end of December, absolutely fine. But then they needed to do end of January. They cannot leave it then an extra 3-4 months to give these cards 99s. And hopefully the feedback is processed, because I like the idea. Again, it's upgradable cards. It's something different, something new. But it's just the parameters of when they're doing this. It's almost like icon swaps. They start it so late and leave it for so long. It becomes that the whatever comes out, like seasons, is just not viable in anybody's team anymore. Ter Stegen, though, I'm gonna put him in an A. I've not personally played with him yet. We are going to do a review on him after this video, and he's probably going to be next. So I will be interested. So again, if you want to check out that, go and like on this channel and subscribe. And then obviously in the next couple of hours, you will see a Ter Stegen review. We are going to be finishing off every single review on these numbers up today, basically, and hopefully a mini release as well. If there is a mini release also, just before we move on to the next player, I will add them into maybe the comments down below and where I'd actually put them. I don't believe they will be. They may be one SBC, but I don't think there'll be an actual mini release. There could be. I've heard leaks of other players, and there is like 2 or 3 names there, so interested to see if they do kind of come into fruition, but we'll see. Next up on the list then, we're going to go for my man Essentio. Not a bad card at all. For under 50,000 coins, the best right-wing Spanish guy you've got. And to be honest, not bad. 6 foot. Good stats throughout. Obviously, he's going to get his dribbling up to 99, which again is pretty fantastic. Maybe whacking him in some sort of cam roll. So for me, I think if I'm kind of using the SBC value plus his upgrade and then a little bit about him, also then the position that he's going to play in terms of a squad builder, he's going to be an A for me and definitely worth having a look at. Again, reviews down on the channel. Jota, where do we start with you? Fantastic player, really, really good, and he's got to sit in that S category as well. Obviously, if you have got different opinions, then let me know down below. What would you go for? Is there anybody you'd switch by the end of it? I'm interested to know everybody's opinions, because this is my personal play style versus yours. So it's always going to be an opinion. You may not like Felix. You might prefer Ter Stegen as a better goalkeeper. Definitely let me know down below. That's going to be what I want to know, is would you change anything in this tier list? But Jota for me is coming in at a brilliant upgrade. Really kind of unsettling Mane's position in my team with this. Unfortunately, Jota did lose me a lot of coins yesterday. Him and Militao's review cost me probably about 200,000 coins, so hopefully they were worth it, because they both were very fantastic as well. It was just a shame that they released 50k packs at 9 o'clock out of nowhere, which definitely hindered the price a little bit. Then we are looking at Hummels. Again, another one who is going to get 90 defending. 99 passing. So it's going to be an interesting one for him, because I think the passing is going to be a nice little increase. He's already got 90 defending, so you are looking more at the shadow. I think realistically for me, it is going to be the pace that's going to be very, very bad for him. If he only gets, say, like what, a +2 on that into April, unfortunately he will just be fodder completely. He's probably just fodder by now. I think he is one of the lower 88 rateds you can actually get. Next up is Dembele. He is a striker in Lyon who again isn't terrible. Like, he's got good stats. The only problem with him is he is a 3-star, and now we are growing in our database of FIFA 22. There is a lot of 4 stars at the minimum, and literally at the minimum price as well. So for me, I think Dembele is a nice card. He's got some good stats. You whack a hunter on him, you obviously get the 98, 99 pace, plus then a good +8 or 7 on his shooting, which will take it to 90, and obviously 99 pace is going to be the one for him by the end of it. So I think for right now, I'd sit him in B, but then I think if we were to get the 99 pace, then obviously get the shooting, and you'd go for maybe like shooting dribbling boost with a finisher, you'd then be looking at quite a nice card. But by that time, you're looking at the 3-star and thinking, hold on a second, I've got a foot birthday 5-5 right here. So he's literally going to be, unfortunately, no point in the game. Even if you look at French strikers, you look at Mbappe, you look at Dembele, I know the price difference between these are massive, but this is what you are kind of aiming for. I wouldn't necessarily be aiming for this Dembele. I would be looking at Osman Dembele as the replacement as such. And yes, the price is massively different, but that's what you want to be striving for. Berghois, I think, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because we did an absolute madness with his future star last year. Unfortunately, the pace is just not enough. I think you're going to have to go with something like a shadow on him. He is going to get 99 dribbling by the end of it. I just don't see him being used to it, to be honest. I really think that pace is an absolute shocker for him. Then we look at Rayner, obviously the American cam in Dortmund. He's going to get the upgrade of 99 pace, and actually not an awful card, to be honest. I think for me, let's have a look. So I'm going to whack him in A, but the one thing I do want to check is I'm actually unsure on his skills. So, he's a 4-star, 2-star. It's an interesting one, because I think he's got the stats definitely to really put some numbers up. With, obviously, you whack a finisher on him of some sort, you'd get 90 shooting, 93 dribbling, turn him into an 89 cam, plus then you add on the 99 pace, as well as an extra 2 on them 2 stats. You've got a nice card, but the weak foot for me is going to be a little bit of a downgrade. We will keep him in A, because I feel like he is a nice card, but I think you could definitely argue for B in that category, which is a shame for him. Reguilón, obviously coming in with great pace. He's going to get the upgrade of pace as well. Obviously +2 on everything else. I'd probably be looking at B for him. Again, there is so many left backs that have came out that automatically have better stats, and the 99 pace is already 91, so I think you're really kind of scratching at the barrel for that. You would prefer something like passing or dribbling with him, because then you could go ahead and at least give him an anchor to get the pace up to 96, get the defending and physical up, and then already have a 99 passing or dribbling trait. And finally, we have got Diawi. I butchered his name, but we've got this CDM from Roma. And to be honest, in terms of his stats, he looks very average. Doesn't look necessarily unusable. He's got good passing, dribbling's decent, good balance on the defending physical, 72 pace that can go up by +10 with a shadow or a hunter, and he's going to get the upgrade of 99 passing. So again, he's going to be usable a little bit for now, but I think he is going to kind of really run out soon. I would probably go with B with him. Let me just check what his skill move and weak foot is, because that would then decide if he drops down to the C category. He is a 3-star. So I think for right this second, he's okay. Not great, he's okay. With the pass increase, if everything else went up accordingly and got like a +5 or a +6, I think then you'd definitely be looking at a card that could be in somewhat of a market for him. But unfortunately, he is discard. He probably won't be used that much, and we have got a growing list of Serie A specials already coming in. So that is my tier list for the numbers up promo. Let me know down below if you disagree or agree with anybody. Obviously, everybody is welcome to their opinion in terms of where they'd put everybody. I kind of want to get rid of the D category, because that was where Pointless was. I don't think there's not necessarily no point for a card, because otherwise they're just fodder. That is still a useful card. But in general, that is my list. Let me know down below if you'd change anything, and I'll see you all for the next review. Take care. Peace.